Hello, Revere Public Schools community. As we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, we are proud to launch a special oral history series called From Where We Come. This project honors the voices and stories that shape who we are, those of our students, families, and staff who have journeyed from their home countries to make Revere their home. Revere is a vibrant, multicultural city, a mosaic of experiences, traditions, and perspectives where teachers, students, and families from across the globe come together to learn, grow, and thrive. Yet, the busy rhythm of teaching, learning, and daily life, it can be easy to overlook the chance to pause, connect, and truly hear one another's stories. It invites us to share our journeys, reflect on our roots, and celebrate the diverse experiences that enrich our schools and community. To kick off the series, we are honored to feature Jose Marin Herrera, a Revere High School junior and founding member of the High School Welcome Club. Jose Alemán, a Spanish world language teacher, and Claudia Correa, Mayor Patrick Keefe's Chief of Staff. Join us as they share their journeys to Revere and the values, traditions, and memories that continue to guide them. Sit back, listen, and enjoy.
Hey, my name is Jose. I'm from Colombia. A memory that stands for me, for my home country, is when I used to play with my neighbors. We were a child, really. We used to go around the neighborhood. We used to play hide and seek, and we would share all those moments and spend so much time together. And that's a really good memory that I have in my mind and from my home country, that is Colombia. And I think I was there in Colombia for 14 years, and I just got here to the USA 2 years ago. And that was taking the experience from sharing time with the kids in my home country, praying, talking about life. It's a great memory, and also it's something that stands out for me and something that I believe has helped me in my mission that is here with the Welcome Club, helping new kids, newcomers are arriving to the school. And I feel that the mission that we're doing with those new kids is really great because I was one of those kids like just 1 year and a half ago. And having that connection with them is really amazing. Because with the work that we do with the Welcome Club, it's really great because we can help those kids to don't be so shy how I was and also how many of my friends were. And we help them to get those resources and those connections in the school, and we help them to belong in the school. We are like friends. And that's something really great about the Welcome Club because we also are like just a family, a whole family. We so that's from where the difference between the student guidance, because the Welcome Club is basically just a whole family with friends, everything. We help those kids to adapt to their new school environment, but we also help those kids to adapt to their new country, and that's something that I really like to do because I really feel connect with those kids because I know what they went through and the background. So it's really great to know all that. And the Welcome Cup remembers me of what I did in Colombia when we used to go around with the neighborhood kids to play around hide and seek, all those little games to form bonds and connections. I think those experiences were really great for what I am doing right now. So I think the work on crop missions is a really great mission that we're doing here with those new kids.
Well, hello everyone. My name is Claudia Correa. I am currently the Chief of Staff for the City of Revere, and I'm super excited to be here today sharing with you my story as part of our Hispanic Heritage Month celebration here in the City of Revere. So, I come from Colombia. I was born and raised in Colombia, and I moved to the United States about 25 years ago. So I was young then. And one of the things that I definitely can share with everyone is that in Colombia, I was originally born and raised in Medellin, a very, very friendly town, very cool. No, actually, Don Matias, close to Medellin. You always use Medellin as a reference. But when I first arrived to the States, I was very fortunate to come to East Boston. And then moved to Revere, where I was able to go to school. And I can consider myself someone very fortunate that when I first arrived, I was welcomed by the school systems in Boston and then in Revere. And as of today, like I said, I work for the City of Revere. I have two kids that I actually now attend, and one of them attended the Revere Public Schools. One of the things that I could say I miss the most, and I was just chatting about this, it's the fruits from Colombia, Antioquia. And we're just chatting about pineapples as I was getting here, and how much I smell how much I miss the smells of pineapples as you drive around the towns of Barbosa, Don Matias, Medellin, and so many other fruits that I miss. However, when I first arrived to the States, I was able to taste the so many and delicious foods from across the world. So I cannot complain. Definitely food, music, and sports is one of those things that I can share. I could say that we can share when it comes to part of our culture, either from Colombia or even from any other part of the world, and obviously here in the States. The passion about sports is something that I still follow. I don't know tons about soccer, but when it comes to celebrate soccer matches, man, I'm right there. Food, obviously, I love Colombian food, but the other food I've learned to love here in the United States is actually food from Spain, small tapas. I love tapas. And why I talk about food and sports, I think it's because those are the most important things that actually unite us across the world, especially during this very important month, which is the Hispanic Heritage Month. So a couple of things that I would like to share, what has shaped my life, what has got me where I am today, the Chief of Staff for the city, is that when I first arrived to the States, I knew that I needed to learn the system, that I needed to be flexible and welcome to change. And that's one thing that I always tell people, like, if you are arriving here, you need to learn the system, but never leaving your culture behind. Actually, that exchanging cultures that we get to experience, especially here in Revere, it's so rich, it's so beautiful. So I want to take this opportunity to invite everyone to continue to share your culture, either through music, sports, food, dancing. And again, I want to thank the Revere High School for giving me the opportunity to share a little tiny story about myself. And also, as I look into the future, I'm very excited about the great things that are happening in this city, especially as my daughter is 7 years old. She goes to the Whelan, and hopefully she'll be going to the new Revere High School. And my goal is to stay in Revere, continue to enjoy the various cultures that we get to share here in this beautiful city. Thank you, and happy Hispanic Heritage Month.
I'm Jose Aleman. I am a high school teacher here at Revere High School. I teach Spanish. I came to the district 3 years ago after crossing many borders and having experiences working in Nicaragua, Honduras, Cuba, and finally the U.S. I got my degree at Indiana University of Pennsylvania back in '88, and I went back to Central America. But things were tough down there. There was a civil war, and although there were peace accords, there were many things still undone, which needed human power, willpower, and money. I grew up in a middle-class home, disrupted by the war, ended up marrying a U.S. citizen from Vermont, and moved back in 2004 to Vermont. After teaching in private schools and public schools in Vermont, I ended up here in Massachusetts, where I live currently in Somerville. I have 3 kids, and this is an opportunity for all of us to see that regardless of where we are coming from, we can make this place, we can make this country our home.
Thank you for joining us in this celebration of stories, journeys, and the rich diversity that makes Revere Public Schools so special. By sharing our experiences and listening to one another, we strengthen our connections, deepen our understanding, and build a more welcoming community for all. We hope that these stories inspire you, spark meaningful conversations, and remind us that every voice matters, every journey shapes who we are, and together we make our schools a place where everyone belongs. Thank you for watching.